Hopefully we are back and live. Let's do a little test. See if we are back. Hello! Thank you very much for rejoining us, folks. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with the software program, but it seemed to have gone kaputs there. We're back in action. Quas, Bearded Kilo, Ben in fourth place, in front of Hug Farrell, Kong, Minmax, Chewbacca, Kieran, Misha, Valoni, and Kerbal and then Dan Feeder now ahead of the Kerbal. And I only was so shocked about Ben because he seems to have gained 5 positions off the start of this race, and so is Minmax. And really good drive out of Ben. He's going to be starting on the front row for race 2 if he's able to keep his nose clean for the rest of this, as he's done for the first 19 minutes of this race. 19 or so minutes. 11 laps at least. I know, but hopefully we're back now. I don't know why it died. You know, Streamlabs does its thing, and I'm about to throw it in the garbage. But thank you for being here, Postal. I really appreciate you. And if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. I miss you. And I hope you can come back to the grid and do some driving around. At least meet me in Scotts Valley. I was just grabbing a chimichanga the other day, and I was thinking about you. So let's meet up sometime and grab one. We've got a lot of action here in the middle of the pack in the last 2 laps of this race. Kieran, Misha, Minmax, 8, 9, 10. A little bit of shaking and baking going on in the middle of the pack. Bearded seems to be tidily sneaking away or just tucking into his P2 position there. And Kilo sliding right into that 3rd place. Happily, but wishing there was a further battle going on. Bearded is back in the mix, though. Excuse me, just as I said that, he must have heard me talking smack, because he's back in action. Under a half a second now. 3/10. He should make a move happen on Kieran now. The lap times are looking like almost identical. 23.66 last, 23.7 for Misha, and then now their best laps are almost identical as well. Misha's just 3/10 faster overall. So the Huckster trying to get back to Ben B's position in 4th place, but a little far back right now. Back on board with Misha, though, looking at Kieran into the entrance of fast chicane. Holy Toledo. Man, oh man, 1 more lap remaining if my eyes do not deceive me, folks. Let's stay on board with the leaders this time. Get a glimpse of what they're really having to deal with. This is on board with Bearded. Oh, they're down into turn 1 right now, and here we go. The quick chicane. Big deceleration zone at the end of that as you just carry the speed through turn 4. You see Quas take the actual line, but Bearded has to threaten him on the inside line. Otherwise, Quas just gets a free run at it. Bearded tucking into this slipstream really nicely, trying to get any sort of advantage he can. This is where he tried to go around the outside last time. I don't think he'll be able to make it work again, and he won't be able to make it work again. Single file. I think this is all she wrote, folks. This might be it. Finito. Nail in the coffin. Quas, Bearded Kilo. What a battle. What a battle. Oof. Unbelievable pace, unbelievable consistency. That's the white flag, checkered flag, folks. Boss, Bearded Kilo. Then Ben is gonna take his 4th place. What's going on here? Oh no! Okay, no, that was just the leaders messing around. Okay. This is Ben and then the Huckster. Oh, Gong tumbles back. No, just on the last lap. Ben Huck Shoe just ahead of Kieran. Ooh, Misha might get something done just to the line, maybe. Kieran, Misha 7th and 8th place. Battle of the line there. Kong in 9th. Min-Max in 10th. Valoni, Dan Feeder, and then the Kerbal Kid in 13th place. Let's grab, I think we want to talk to Kieran and Misha probably. Let's see. A lot of K's. That might be Kieran. Is this Kieran?
Yes, it is.
Is this Misha?
Hi.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
How's it going?
Doing great. What a nice little battle you guys had there towards the end of the race. I've got Dan and I've got Misha in the booth with me at the same time. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
That was
Oh
nice.
yeah, that was one of the best fights I've had in a long time.
And Kieran,
Yeah, it was really close.
seems like you had a beautiful race from the front of the pack or mid pack to the back of the pack all the way back to the middle again. How did that go for you? You still managed to enjoy it.
Kept the heart rate up. It keeps it interesting. Better that than a race in the middle of nowhere by myself, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I fell back too. I was like in 7th or 6th even, and then I ate one of the curbs, just going too close, too much on the inside of a corner.
Yeah, and that'll do it. But you guys, your paces are almost identical too with your race pace and your fastest laps. Only a couple of tenths separating the two of you, so it was really exciting to see that kind of exchange or that balance or that dance happen for a couple laps there. Really exciting to see.
Oh yeah, always good fun to be evenly paced with somebody else in the field.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm sweating after that.
And how are you both enjoying or getting along with the vehicles overall? Open wheelers, positive, negative?
These cars are great.
Right on.
They're a lot of fun. They're definitely punishing when you get it wrong, and there's a lot of changes to be made in the setup. But I think there's lots of fun to be had with them for sure.
Right on. And how much really comes from the setup versus just getting the rhythm of the track or the flow? I've heard a couple drivers talking about that over the night. Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, you can definitely get like into the rhythm and flow of the track, but without a good setup, depending on the car and the track, you're going to be down like some time. It's just like I found that like without the right setup, or just a setup, sometimes the stock is just not really good.
Yeah, it's important to have a car that reacts the way you expect it to, so you can put it exactly where you want it to. Otherwise, there's no point having the flow because the car's not doing what you tell it to do.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for both of your insight. I appreciate that so much. Anything else that you want to share with some of our viewers?
Just like to thank you for having me on. Having a great time here.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for the entertainment. Keep driving. Stay safe.
Thank you. Hi.
Take care. Love to see it. Love to do it. Who are we grabbing next? I think we might have a little bit of time, so we can grab one person. Who are we grabbing? Let's grab Ben, of all people. Ben, what an amazing race.
Yeah, thank you. That was really crazy.
How did you make up all those positions? I looked down and I'm like, Ben's in 4th place. Ben's in 4th place.
Kept it. I got a great launch. Got around a couple people, kept it tidy in one, and then I think the chicane, something weird happened in front of me. I had to really overslow it, and really tons of respect to the guys behind for catching on to that, because I think that could have been a pile up, and then I think someone else spun out, and then there I was, and then I had a big off, but managed to collect it later on, but didn't lose a place from that, so feel really great.
Right on. Glad you were able to keep your composure, and a lot of the drivers were able to express their heads-up driving skills tonight and avoid a big old pile-up, because that would have been a mess, but almost unavoidable here at Mid-Ohio with the track so tight. How are you been getting along with the conditions here?
It's fun. I was sweating a little bit throughout that, and just trying to keep focused was difficult because you're just doing so much. There's so much workload for the driver, and especially a few corners where you can lose the back of the car and almost be a passenger if you do it wrong, like at the top of the hill. If you're on the off camber, kind of go over that crest and get on throttle wrong, and that's just your race. So knowing that, it's sort of like trying to be conservative without losing your focus is really hard.
I'll buy that for $1 all day long. Anything that you've got planned for race 2? Do you have your composure? Do you have your water? Are you ready to go?
I think I'm gonna let Farrell have this one. He's got me on pace, I think, although he wasn't. I was managing to stay ahead, but I think he's a faster driver in these, so I'm not gonna be trying to attack him too much. I don't think my fights with Quas or Bearded or any of those guys, but it might be fun to try to hold them up. But I think my fights with Shu, so we'll see if we can get this kind of shuffled out and maybe try for another 4th.
Now, do you think that you might be able to keep in touch with the Huckster at least when he's in front? Or do you think you might have the pace to drive away? Because it seems like you guys are pretty close, like you said.
I don't want to lose too much pace to the guys behind while we're in a kerfuffle. So I kind of want to let the fast guys through and then see where we net out. But I don't want to be attacking him right away. So.
No, that makes sense. That sounds fair, and that sounds like a good strategy. And it sounds like you guys are getting to the grid, so good luck, Ben. Take care.
Thank you. We'll see what kind of launch I get, though.
Yeah, hopefully one like last time. Yeah, good luck. Right on, right on. Thank you so much, everybody, again for the support. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, don't understand why you guys would want to do that, but apparently you do. So here we are. Drivers are on the grid now. That's the Huckster. This is Ben. This is Kilo. Bearded, Quas, Chewbacca, Kieran, Misha, Kong, Minmax, Baloney, Dan Feeder, Gribblkin, and I am hanging out in the booth. You saw me in pit lane, folks. This is race 2 of the 3rd event of the Formula Tango season. Boss is in 5th place. How will he make his way to the front? The Bearded is going to have to do something to hold him up. Huckster in the 666 takes it away towards turn 1 right now. Looked like a little bit of contact there, but everything seems somewhat neat and tidy. A little bit of kerfuffle going on in the background there. I think a couple positions seem to have changed. Purple Kids down into 12th place, 13th place again, spun off in the background right underneath the leaderboard and the tower. You can see him spun off in the grass, but that's Misha and the Purple Kid both rejoining the track together, and a lot of advances made. And Kong's off now too, enjoying the view of Misha and the Purple Kids battle and wanted to see it firsthand live. And this is the battle between Ben, Kilo, and the Huckster is being able to escape. This is what Ben wanted to avoid, losing as much time as possible to Farrell. Like he said, his fight's not with the guys around him right now. So hopefully he can get dragged along to the front. Not lose too much time. Oh, he had a little bit of unbalance there with the car. He talked about that in the interview, but saw it there firsthand. How much that really just unsettled the car. And this is Quas trying to make his way back up to the front. I've said it before. I'll say it again. A little bit of warping from Ben. Whew. Came right back at me. Oh, who's that going wide? That is Ben going wide side by side with Quas now. Bearded's got the best view in the house. Ben says he doesn't want to lose out on too much time. Maybe he'll slip in here. Bearded wants to file in single file. If Quas gets through, I want through, he's saying. And Ben's saying, I'm not letting anybody through right now. My fight's in the further ahead, and you guys are slowing me down, baby. Oh, what a show. What a show. Bearded's staring at the derriere of Ben right now. Yeah, he's a bit quicker. He's a bit quicker, around 6/10 that lap, but that doesn't mean much because of the traffic, obviously, that he was seeing. It's Min-Max and Baloney driving real close to each other for just a second. Kilo using all bits of the track. I bought it, I paid for it, I'm going to use it. Bearded is now past Ben, thankfully, I'm sure. There's Ben just tucking in single file. I'm having a little bit of a stutter there. That might be me. I don't think it's anybody else. It looks like the Kerbal Kin is DNF from the server. I'm sorry to say. Relapse in seems to have dropped out. Oh, this is Min-Max and Baloney. Oh my goodness, there was no overlap there, and Min-Max had to back out. That was so close to being successful. Misha and Dan can't stop, won't stop, can't get enough. I would say so. That's exactly what it is. Wow, look at that battle ahead. It's so close. Huck, Kilo, Quas. Huckster really being able to throw. Oh no, the Huckster spun out. No, at turn 4. Really unsettled the car, and he's able to rejoin, but his tires have got to be roasted. But the three-way battle at the front still rages on somehow. Bearded keeps trying that same run around the outside, can't make it work. Kilo's tucked in behind, everybody's single file through the S's and on their way to Thunder Valley. Huckster, Min-Max, Kieran also close through the final corner. Nine. No! Kieran's off there, but the battle rage is on. Min-Max and the Huckster. Those were some good lap times. 23.9, 23.9, 23.4 from Kieran in the background, though. Unfortunately, had his off. He gave the time back up. Unfortunately, no, Mr. Clean, I have not. Right, you're late. I don't know why. I don't know why Hart would get bleeped out. That's so weird, Mr. Clean. That's so strange. I assume that's what you meant. I assume that's what you meant. He is such a loving guy. Oh, Kilo, bearded. Oh, almost pushed him along there. Into the final carousel. Oh, Min-Max and the Huckster. The 666 is fast. It's on fire, folks. Maybe it's a restream thing, possibly. Ryan, what are you up to? And how are you doing? Welcome to the watch party. Min-Max, Huckster. Rages on. Sure is a good race. Sorry about the technical difficulties if you've seen any tonight. We'll have to try to find a solution to that in the future. But for now, the race is on. Ooh, Kieran is through on Min-Max. Oh, maybe not just yet. Side by side, Min-Max able to snap back. Give up, going for it now. I'll give you a nickel if you guess it. Exactamundo. Plus being Kilo, Ben B, Huckster, Shibaka, Kieran, Misha, Kong, Min-Max, Baloney, Dan, and the Purple Kid rounded it out. Kong has been having unfortunate luck all night long. He seemed to have had an accident. Oh, Bearded having an accident himself now. He's able to get going, but he's on the slippery grass at the top of the key there. I'm not sure he's able to rejoin safely. It is blind at the top of turn 8. He's on track and able to get going again, but he's back into 10th place. Kong's in back because he's been doing a little bit of what Bearded just did right there. I think that was a great example. Thank you for doing that, Bearded, to show us what happened to Kong earlier in the race. Great demonstration. Great demonstration. Didn't even have to ask for it. He just gave us the example that we didn't need to see. Throwing his own race into the pit there, but now he's going to give us some entertainment as he makes his way through the grid and up and into, I'm going to guess Beard's going to make his way up to 5th place right now as he's got half the race left to go. And I think some of the other drivers might make more mistakes than he will. Oh, Dan leaps over the curb, and that might be a little bit of contact there with Bearded through that chicane. But before, I don't know if there was contact before the curb. I think there might have been contact after the curb. And this is Kong and Min-Max doing their job. Racing, keeping us entertained. A little bit of lockup there. Trail breaking through the corner. Oh man. Side by side. Who's going to back out? That's Min-Max backing out, I think. All the way out. And Kong, Kieran, Min-Max now. Whew. What a upturn of events. And just as you asked for why is Kong so far back, he makes his way downtown walking fast, and he's a couple places ahead, baby. No, I believe you're getting him and the Huckster mixed up. It's Huck Farrell who's on fire. I could show you the livery if you need to see. See, it's the Huckster's on fire. Kong is the vehicle behind. So this is Kong, not on fire, but driving very well. And then there is the Huckster, who is on fire and also driving very well. And they are side by side down the main straight right now. And into turn 6 they go. Nose to tail, Huckster slips back into 6th place, and Kong is ahead and into 5th place. And I'll say this, I was not expecting Ben to be in the top 3 promoted after Bearded's unfortunate event. And Kong now threatening Valoni some. You might try to pull some Checo Perez level driving and maybe do some intimidating to fill up Valoni's rear view mirror. What's the gap there? That's a 5-second gap. 4.5 second gap. From Kong to Ben. You think he'll make that up? I'll be shocked. Misfit has joined the chat. It's about time, sir. We're all talking about when we're going to go get chimichangas. It's just a guess. Well, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire, and if you're wrong, you owe me a nickel now. Whoa! There's a bump in the rump. That's gearing into the Huckster. Huckster now into the grass at the top of the key. No, he's back on track, but a little shoulder bumping into Bearded unfortunately sends him off into the grass himself, and Satan has put fire onto the grass. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. That doesn't make any sense. Rewind, back it up. We're going to look at Kong now. He's 3.5 tenths behind Valoni, and this is the battle we're going to talk about. Oh, and Kong. Why do you do that, Kong? Oh, no. Kong spins out. Right? The last corner of the 11th lap, and just cannot get any luck tonight. And in these 2 races, he has just had the most series unfortunate events. And I'm not talking about the children's book series. I'm talking about this race just not going well for the man. Super, super unfortunate, but it has promoted a lot of the other drivers forward who needed some points in the championship to shake things up. So, mission complete here at Mid-Ohio. And Kieran just chasing down the baloney until we come up with a better suiting nickname. And Kong and Bearded now next to each other, having their mistakes, and I'm sure those two just want to partner up and dance for the rest of this race. Maybe not, as Kong does slip back further behind Chewbacca now. They might be dorks, but at least they're on track and entertaining us, right? That's all I have to say. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Misha, Min-Max, still out there duking it out. Don't think they can stop. Maybe they won't stop. 3 more laps remaining, folks. Above the clouds, trying to get anything done. This is the entrance to turn 6 after the main straight. Can they get around? No! maybe they did. Oh, side by side. That's the only part that he got. No, was the contact between Misha and Minmax side by side door banging or wheel banging, we should say, as Autocam took us over to the Battle of Kieran for some strange reason. Chase down that slab of meat. He's got mustard. He's got cheese. He's looking to make a sandwich. Can Kieran do it into turn 6? We've seen so many drivers try to make this happen, but can't. And there's side-by-side contact, and that's what we've seen time and time again. One driver just has to turn in just a little bit sooner than the other, and they cannot make that work. Side-by-side, Kieran goes off. No! Kieran was having such a good race as well, able to keep it clean and keep it going. And he is going again, fortunately enough. But we've seen that side-by-side contact happen multiple times. I'm glad he's able to keep going. This is the Huckster and Valloni. And he might be able to get through now as Valloni went off into the dirt, just a little intimidated by the Huckster, I can only imagine. White flag is out. This will be it. Let's see who can make last lap overtakes happen. Closest man on track, or was the closest man on track to making anything happen there for a moment. The Huckster might get this done now. Let's see if he can make it happen around the outside. I apologize, it's not Dan the Man, it's Dirty Dan the Garbage Man. Missed a lot right. You're gonna have to rewind this. I'm sorry. Get to the line. This is Quas in P1. That is the second race victory for him. Kilo in P2. Ben B in third. Huckster in fourth. Valloni in fifth. Dan in 6th. Kieran in 7th. We're gonna go take a look at this battle with Dan though real quick. Sorry, I saw that gap come down so fast. No! Dan and Valloni getting intertwined with each other. Valloni just able to recover, but no, Kieran is through. And Dan goes back behind. No, stays in front of Misha. Bearded, Chewbacca, Min-Max, Kong, then the Kerbalkin. Man, oh man, bumper wheels more than anything. Man, what a run. Let's go talk to Ben one more time. Man, better than you expected or what? Oh, a little bit better than you expected or what, Ben?
I'm doing donuts over here, so I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, it was the same strategy, just a different result, which is I kind of ran my own race. Which I ended up kind of with a big gap to second and a big gap to fourth. I was lagging a little bit, so I let Bearded by. I was glad it worked out that way because I know I was jumping around a little, so I was glad I kind of found a pocket to drive in.
Yeah, awesome and good consistency and great race. It looks like you guys had fun. Congratulations on the podium.
Oh, I have been slowing down on the sim racing a little bit and was thinking, starting to come back and going like, do I really want to keep doing it as consistently? And then, okay, podium. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll come back. Feels good.
Right on. Yeah. Nothing better to cure that drive or that itch than to come back with a Good win or
Yeah.
good podium. Right on. Glad to see you back. Take care, Ben.
Thanks. Gonna go pop some bubbly. Thanks.
Enjoy it. Love to see it. Love to hear it. But that will be it for us folks tonight, I think. And hopefully we can get everything working and going in just a second. I want to give a shout out. First of all, thank you to all of the supporters who support the guild and support this stream. More importantly for me, Atomic Mime, Ben, Devon, Ethan, F1, Matt DLH, Misha Massive, Misfit, P-Man, Postal, Quas, Rev, Riot, and Scott. Really appreciate all the love and support, not only for the supporters, but the people that show up in chat. Mr. Clean, and I think that was Mikey. Thank you so much for the extra information you guys help provide to the track. I truly mean that. Getting a little bit insight about the drivers and getting to know them and just being able to entertain is just so much fun. So thank you very much for being able to help me, help the supporters, and help the drivers by giving them something to enjoy. And I hope you guys do enjoy this. Can't imagine why, but appreciate all the love and support as always. And of course, we're going to be doing this next week. And this time, we're going to Londrina, and we will be announcing the following events, the following a month events at the Londrina track when that premieres. So stay tuned for the upcoming events. And if you want to join, you know where to find us, folks. Come join us online. You're here on the YouTube. You can find us on the Discord as well, where we've got all the links and the events and the streams and all that good stuff and the downloads in the cars. And this time at the lab, this Thursday, I believe we're going to be doing something fun and exciting. It's Thirsty Thursdays. And then obviously we have our Friday Automobilista 2 event. And then Monday is back to practice for Londrina for the Formula Tangos. And Wednesday we go racing again. Love you guys too. Thank you again for the support. Most importantly, please, as always, stay safe, folks. Have a great night. Take care.
The chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.